This is the new J7 from Jayco. Jayco. Sounds good with my coffee. The last 12 months will probably be remembered by the Philippine auto industry because that is really the ideal solution for us here in the country, especially since all these charging stations are still not that present all around. Now, the Jayco J7, as you can see, is a crossover SUV. It's a 5-door, 5-seater, but it does offer you the upscale styling. You can see it with the front, the way they do the grille, the lighting. And speaking of color, they're offering this in many different hues for you to choose from. So you've got this nice shade of blue with the black pillars for that floating roof effect. Oh, by the way, there's a sunroof up there, which is going to be nice for your road trips and your adventures out of town. Down low, you've got cladding, again, very SUV-ish, and 19-inch wheels, which are aerodynamically shaped to give you better fuel efficiency when you're going on the highway. And trust me when I say, for the highway, this is going to be great. The ground clearance is also quite interesting. Now, many of the PHEVs and the other crossovers can't even boast above 180. They're already giving you 200. But what's important here is what we can't really see, and that is the structure of the vehicle. So, 80% of it uses high-strength steel. That's what gives the vehicle its strength to protect you in the event of a collision. Hopefully not. They offer a comprehensive safety package, including a lot of ADAS. So, adaptive cruise control, AEB. You even have the avoidance assist. All these features standard in this vehicle. That's why the Jayco 7 has been scoring very well when it comes to international crash tests. The rear of the Jayco J7 has that upscale premium design. You can see it with the slim taillights, the chrome bits, but the overall clean minimalist aesthetic. Now, if you press a button, that rear will open up. It's got a power tailgate. And when it opens up, you've got 500 liters of cargo space with the rear seats up and a nice retractable tonneau cover. In terms of measurements, you've got 33.5 inches by 38 inches in overall dimensions. There's a little bit more there to give, but if you fold down that rear seat, you've got up to 57.5 inches in overall length, and the volume just goes by quite a bit depending on what you want to fit inside your Jayco J7. When you pop the hood of the Jayco J7, this is what you'll see. Now, there are three main components with this drive system. So first, you've got the 1.5-liter turbo gasoline direct injection engine that runs on the Miller cycle, not the Atkinson cycle. But you've also got this. Now, you see the orange conduits. That is for the hybrid system, which uses a dedicated hybrid transmission. So it's all here packed right there. But there's another component, and that's the advanced battery that they've got underneath the vehicle. It's very well protected, and it's got 18.3 kilowatt hours of capacity. The entire charging system is also quite impressive because it can top up from 30% to 80% in just 20 minutes. Now imagine what kind of things you can do in 20 minutes. I mean, get a coffee, have a quick breakfast, all that stuff, do errands. You can do it in that span of time if you've got access to a fast charger. And this does do both fast charging and the regular kind of charging you can do at home overnight. That is going to be very, very useful. Total system power, 255 kilowatts, and torque, you've got 525 Newton meters all in all. And being that it's a hybrid, you don't really have to think about the driving part. You can just gas up and go. And that's going to be the key thing here. But if you're like me and you want to think about all the driving modes of this, well, you've got several. First, you've got the pure EV mode if your state of charge is good, meaning you've got over 25%. Then you're going to be able to drive this in EV mode. Better if you have 100% because that can give you up to around 100 kilometers in overall driving range on pure EV power. But when your state of charge goes lower, or if you activate the HEV mode, then you can maximize the series hybrid driving of this, meaning the engine and the dedicated hybrid transmission will work together to give you power and efficiency depending on the drive mode. So the engine can drive this and then drive the wheels. And then also you can use the battery power to drive this while the engine is charging it. And then you even have the parallel mode, meaning both engine and the motor are powering the wheels at the same time. And at higher highway speeds, you can use the engine. So there's a lot of things to think about here, but what they're doing with the J7 is that they're simplifying it. Really, all you have to do is get in, and you don't even have to press a button. You just go, because the power unit starts up automatically the moment you step inside the J7. Very convenient. If there's one word we would use to describe the interior of this, it's minimalism. Because you see it in how uncluttered and how neat they designed the interior. The way they did the buttons over here, buttons up there, very much out of the way and very minimal. Even the way they did the power window switches is rather unique and very clean. You got a flat bottom steering wheel here, very sporty, leather wrapped, and it's got this nice stitching over there. It's got the silver and chrome trim there, with buttons on the left for your adaptive cruise control, and your audio system on the right. Your transmission control is right here on the stock, very much out of the way, freeing space here. And then you've got your wiper controls and light controls here, along with the little control panel there for your lights. Very European in terms of the design. Your screen here in front, that is your main driving instrument cluster. So it gives you your speed, your state of charge, all those functions, as well as for the ADAS. Now for your main screen here, this one houses all of the functions of the vehicle. You can adjust it by going to the vehicle center, and then you've got controls for headlight delay, intelligent high beam assist, even the headlamp leveler here. If you want it up for when you're on the highway, that's going to be a good thing. You've got your controls for your EV, HEV, EV Plus, all that stuff, the driving modes I was telling you about. Then you've got your rear door there. You've also got your new energy controls, giving you your state of charge. Right now, my state of charge is 15%, but when it gets to that level, it's going to charge itself. It's going to go to self-charging mode to give you the benefit of the hybrid system. Vehicle settings, you can adjust all of it there, including your driver assistance. Now, you may be wondering what kind of phone connectivity you have in this vehicle. Well, you don't have to download any special apps. This one has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, both of which are wireless. And that allows you to make use of this wireless charger right here on the left side. Gives you up to 50 watts of charge for your phone, which is pretty fast. At least on my phone, it is right now. You've got this pad here on the right side for your wallet, your keys, or even your glasses in my case. 2 cup holders. Down below, you've got another tray with your USB and USB-C and 12-volt outlet there. You can press this button to open up the compartment here, which, by the way, it's very big and also has a cooler function. And yeah, there it is. It's going to keep my hand cool if I want to put it there, but I'd rather keep drinks down there. Glove compartment here, little hook. And when it comes to keeping you cool, you've got your dual zone climate control, and you can access it when you press that button there. You can adjust the fan speed all you want, your temperature individually, left and right. But what's really nice here, you press seat, you go for ventilation, turn those on, and if you're parked under the sun, that's going to be very useful, especially if you forgot to close the shade on your panoramic glass roof. Man, this is going to be nice on a beach road trip. Now, speaking of road trips, if you're sitting in the back of this, well, you've got plenty of space, plenty of legroom, knee room to go around. And the platform allows for a flat floor, meaning no need to scooch around a transmission tunnel, because this one doesn't have a transmission tunnel. It makes it very spacious in the back. And if you only have to seat 4 people, you've got a center armrest with dual cup holders. For charging in the back, you've also got a USB-A and a USB-C port, along with the convenience of a rear AC vent. There really are a lot of attributes that make the J7 such an interesting offering in the growing PHEV market. I mean, the style, it's already there, but also the clearance. Like I said earlier, this one has 200 millimeters of ground clearance, meaning when you're dealing with roads like these unpaved roads, it's actually no problem. You don't have to worry too much about scraping the underside because it's got plenty of height above the road. And right now we're going over a fairly tall hump and no problem there, no scraping, which is not what you want. But also, even if you do scrape, that battery, that 18.3 kilowatt hour battery, is very well protected underneath, which is always a good thing. Now, speaking of the battery, the range you get here, up to 100 kilometers, depending on the cycle that we're looking at. But when you couple that with the fuel tank, it's got a total of 1,200 plus kilometers of overall range. And the best part is that even if you're in a place like this where there aren't going to be charging stations up here in the mountains with roads like these, there's going to be no infrastructure here, you don't have to worry about it. You just have to gas up and you're good to go. And that's what you want. And the fact that we're going to a campsite right now, when we get there, if my friends are there, we can all just plug into this vehicle, charge up our devices, or even power up any kind of appliances we may need while we're out there camping. I mean, I didn't bring a big screen TV, but this one can easily power that. By the time you see this, Omoda and Jayco would have already launched the J7 in the Philippine market at the Manila International Auto Show. If you like what you're seeing with the Jayco 7, then I suggest you follow Omoda and Jayco on their social media pages, and also don't forget to test drive, because that is really the only way you can find out whether this vehicle is the right fit for you. This is Vince of Auto Industria. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. I think we're trying the Omoda C5 next.